Hey peeps, this is your child's 2022 year ahead for the Sagittarius being. Um, whether your child, it doesn't matter where your child has Sagittarius in their chart, this can apply. So keep that in mind. Wherever your child has Sagittarius, it could also apply to the ninth house. So it could be your child's ninth house. It could be the ninth house of when your household was established, like when you became a family. It could be the collective ninth house of just consciousness. So these are the certain themes that will come up for those that this applies to. In the month of January, and before I go, it's like workhorse, you know, just all of being focused. I feel, and I'll speak for myself, that, you know, some Sagittarians have felt very stagnated or just didn't have a clear focus. You know, if they don't have an aim, it's like, well, what do I do? You know, but I feel like they've shaken off the dust and they know clearly what their focal point is, and they're just going for it, and anything that does not align with that will be left behind without question. So your child in the month of January, they have the Ace of Cups in reverse. It could be I feel releasing associations and connections that no longer serve them. So this is friendships. This could be you know, groups or whatever. Abandoning emotional habits that no longer serve them. It could be a regeneration. So it's just, I get like immediately like pouring out, dumping out of what doesn't serve them. It could be hurtful. For depending on the age group, it could be like some tears that they're letting out. But I feel that in the month of January, that for whoever this is for, the focal point is no longer relate like adding new friends to their roster. It is a hyper focus of me, what I need to get done, what serves my purpose, and it's just focused on the purpose. And any person, any association, whether it be job, if they're an adult, whatever the case may be, we may just see collectively, if it does not serve my highest good, I'm not doing it. I cut it off. If it does not, you know, give me some purpose or meaning to life, I'm not doing it. As we move into February, your Sagittarius child, it's almost like a refiner's fire. In February, they have the Eight of Pentacles, a lot of eights. Well, maybe not a lot of eights, but aces and eights, maybe. I don't know, but good stuff nonetheless. They have the Eight of Pentacles, putting in the diligent hard work towards something that has meaning and value. So your Sagittarian child could be working on projects that are meaningful to them, building something that is meaningful to them. Friendships or deepening friendships, you know, cleaning up their room. It could be some kind of project that they undertake, whether it be creative or something, but you may see in the month of February just a very hyper focused Sagittarian child. You also have Jupiter in Pisces, which Jupiter co-rules Sagittarius and Pisces, which is probably why there are many Sagittarians and Pisces who either get together as adults in relationships or form some form of friendships as, you know, time passes, because they both have, you know, the same ruling planet and to some extent some similar outlooks on life with certain things. In the month of March, it is a cutting off or moving on, finishing a project, moving on to the next thing. It's like completion. This is the Eight of Cups. It feels like a healthy abandoning or moving on from something that doesn't serve them. It's like, okay, on to the next one. I've completed this cycle in my life. What next? That's what it feels like. In the month of April, it's not spreading their wings. It's not letting more people into their circle. It's like, okay, I am closing the doors. I am focused on me. I am reinvesting this energy in me. This is considered the Two of Wands. It's not like, where should I go? What's the next step? It's like they're very clear about what they need to do, where they need to be, and nobody's invited to that party. It feels very focused, isolated, selfish in a good way. Like it's time. So if your child, wants to take up a project, a craft, if they want to like take on something, but they don't want a lot of people involved in it, you may see that in the month of April. Now, when we come into the month of May, we have Darkest Fears, and it came in sideways. It didn't move up and down, and I didn't feel the need to move it. So I feel like there's some, and I don't know if there's a Mercury retrograde coming in the month of May, but I feel like certain concerns or worries may be at a stalemate in the month of May, where they're not really sure what the outcome is going to be, or it can emotionally affect them, moving forward. Things that they are banking on per se, or something that they are invested in. They may find themselves like in limbo, literally, not literally in limbo, but just like like the word, like they may find themselves in a situation where limbo exists. For adults, it could be a job, it could be an acceptance letter to a school or something like that. And their concerns is that it's not going to work out, but don't worry, it's just in limbo. It's not real. It's not reality. It's not happening, or it won't happen. It's just some situation that they have some kind of investment in, may like play on their emotions, and they just have to be patient in the month of May. And I get excited because this is the card for June. So don't worry about it. It's all going to work out in June. Beyond their wildest dreams is what I hear. Whatever you ask for, the universe will give you. This is what this symbol looks like. This is the Nine of Cups. Everything is working out. They will probably see, some form of abundance, or everything feeling bountiful in the month of June. And I don't know if that necessarily has anything to do with the Jupiter placement in Pisces, but there's a great sense and a great deal of abundance in the month of June for the Sagittarius child, or in the area of the ninth house, which is philosophy, travel, all that other stuff, or wherever your child just has Sagittarius in their chart. I have Sagittarius in the third house, and that's like no, I don't know where it is. I take that back. So I know that my Mercury is in Sagittarius, but wherever you have Sagittarius, you may find that particular association is impacted. Which explains to some extent why I'm maybe a little bit more long-winded, or why it's difficult for me to get to a thought. But anywho, we are moving on to July. You get your own card in July, which is awesome. So there's a sense of balance, working with stuff to create balance, seeing things in a different way to manifest balance. So I just get clarity of thought. You're good stuff. There may be situations that come up where your Sagittarius child has to balance stuff out, but because that's their card and that's their area of strength, it will come easy to them. Moving on into the month of October. No, I'm sorry, that is not accurate. Maybe this will come up in October, but in the month of August, there's a sense of unity and coming together. So I feel like there's support. It could be, if they're an adult, a relationship, but somebody coming in. There's support. There's a group of people, a group of friends, a group of supportive people, allies. It could be networking. It could be business if they're an adult. It could be a new group of friends if they're going to school or any other extracurricular activity. But it feels good. It feels like they have a place where they can express themselves and they're supported. So that's the two of, no. Yes, it is the Two of Cups. I'm thinking of the Two of Pentacles. So yes, a coming together in a good way. In the month of September, we have strength. There may be something that requires fortitude, that requires them to focus. So they may buckle down a little bit more in September. A situation may come up where they just need strength. In October, something is in limbo yet again. So something needs to be released. A transition is in limbo. This is the Death card. So something that they are wanting, waiting for, it's still in limbo. So they got to wait. It's going to be, for whatever reason, yet another waiting game for them in October. But don't worry about it. November, they're using their intuition. Certain visions will come to them. And November will be a really great time for them. A lot of visions, a lot of dreams, a lot of insight during that next month. And so finally, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I don't know why it just fell out of my hand. But let me look at this again because I want to go to is it? No, here we go. Yes, so I think this is the Six of Swords. So I feel like intuitively they've already done the work. So they don't have to move on from something. They've already done it. I feel like this whole year and maybe previous years, so maybe like last year or by the time you see this, it will be last year. But in 2022, maybe they finally learned a lesson that they wanted to grow and elevate. And so all through 2022, this year, they have been doing that work, or they made that decision at the end of 2021 that this is my new focus, this is my new shift. And incrementally, unbeknownst to themselves, this has been the work that they've been doing. So this is the result that they get at the end of the year in December, where they've moved on. This isn't fresh. This isn't a fresh wound that needs to be healed. The healing already took place back in 2021. The healing has been completed, and they are in a much better off space than what they began the year. So a lot of internal growth, a lot of external things that you will see transpire in your Sagittarian child as the year progresses. But I would encourage you as their parent to just foster a sense of, how do I want to say this? Of endurance, that they don't give up so easily, that they have patience and almost practice long suffering. delayed gratification. So happy, new cycle to all of you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.